Hello, it's Jim Hutchins for the Jerusalem Connection Spot Report for this October 9th, 2017. On the 25th of September, just this last month, there was a courageous speech actually, that was given on the floor of the United Nations by a Palestinian Christian. His name is Musab Hassan Youssef. Musab Hassan Youssef. This speech went viral. There were millions of hits made upon it. And it was because it was so totally different than anything any other Palestinian might have said. There was an article about it by Dr. Manfred Gerstenfeld, and I want to just read some excerpts from that. Musab Hassan Youssef was born in 1978 in Ramallah, in the West Bank in Israel. He was the son of Sheikh Hassan Youssef, a founder of Hamas. This was the son of the founder of Hamas. After involvement in anti-Israel activities, he was arrested by the Israeli Shin Bet security service. When he was imprisoned, he initially decided to become a double agent. After he saw the huge difference in behavior between Israel and Hamas, he served as a key agent in the Israeli security forces and continued to act in that capacity for 10 years. 10 years he acted as a double agent. Youssef converted to Christianity and now lives in the United States, where he's granted asylum in 2010. Regarding the Palestinian Authority, in his speech that he made, Youssef said that the Palestinian Authority was not elected by the Palestinian government, not elected by them. On the contrary, the PA was self-appointed and not accountable to its people. Never has been. As proof of his words, he pointed out that the PA's ongoing violation of human rights. Youssef quoted that what he had said about the PA at the United Nations, on the floor of the United Nations. In fact, quote, the Palestinian individual and their human development is the least of the concerns of the Palestinian leadership. He says, you kidnap Palestinian students from campus and torture them in your jails. You torture your political rivals. The suffering of the Palestinian people is the outcome of your selfish political interests. You are the greatest enemy of the Palestinian people. He's saying that's the charge leveled against the leadership of the Palestinians. Youssef remarked, I've often said that the Israelis care more about the Palestinians than Fatah or Hamas leadership. And he added, I do not believe that the violent Palestinian struggle is justified. He said, I decided to convert to Christianity, a religion which is seen negatively by Muslims. Christianity helped me to love the other. Israel and the West love life. Hamas and Fatah glorify death. There's another reason why it's so hard to negotiate. How does one find a common interest when coming from such different value systems? Concerning peace with Israel and the Palestinians, Youssef says, and I quote, the Palestinian people are tired. They've been misled by Palestinian leaders with false hopes of state borders, independence, and self-determination. It's time for the Palestinian people to finally realize that Israel is a reality and its security in the region cannot be compromised. Palestinians need to start thinking about priorities, their own priorities. Is a political goal really their main priority? If they choose to be fooled by their leadership, their fate will continue will be continued suffering, pain, and misery. The priorities also by non-political developing their economy, working better education, increased individual rights, improved health, and upgraded infrastructure. For that to happen, the Palestinian people would have to become proactive. Now, indeed, that was a courageous statement by this Palestinian Christian. The fact that he had the floor and he was able to make that statement. And I was reminded of what Jesus says in Matthew chapter 10. Listen to what he says, verse 32. Whoever acknowledges me before men, as Yusuf has done, whoever acknowledges me before men, I will acknowledge him before my Father in heaven. But whoever disowns me before men, I will disown him before my Father in heaven. Do not suppose that I have come to bring peace to the earth. That's what Jesus said. Don't suppose I came to bring peace. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to turn a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies will be the members of his own household. Such is the case with Yusuf and his Palestinian father and co-religionists. Anyone who loves his father or his mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves his son or a daughter more than me is not worthy of me. That's what Jesus said. And anyone who does not take up his cross daily and follow me is not worthy of me. Whoever finds his life will lose it. Whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. He who receives me, Jesus said, and he who receives me, he who receives you receives me, Jesus said, and whoever receives me receives the one who sent me. Jesus said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes into the Father except through me. That's what Jesus said. Yusuf has come to the Father through Jesus. Till next week, Od Ki Yavo Shiloh, until Messiah comes, Yavaraka Yahweh. Yahweh bless you, bless those you love, and bless those who love you.